Right, more of that Mark Cavendish insight coming up soon. Right, it is 5 Live Breakfast and Vertigo. One of the most dramatic moments of the US Open over the weekend was when Jason Day collapsed with vertigo coming down a steep hill.
Jason Day did withdraw from the Byron Nelson after feeling dizzy 3 weeks ago. He's had all sorts of tests, but nothing conclusive has come through. He's back on his feet, moving very gingerly. There are medics around him. He's trudging away. It looked like he was going to continue. He has now gone down on one knee. He's taking a swig of water. He's shaking his head, wiping his nose, just trying to brace himself, and he can barely stand up. He's feeling clearly a great deal of dizziness. This is very distressing to watch.
Well, the 27-year-old Australian, he suffers from vertigo, needed treatment after his fall, but fought back to produce the round of the third day. It's incredible stuff. And he tied the lead for a while, ended up ninth in the end. Good payday, though. Now, one charity says it's had an influx of people getting in touch since Jason Day collapsed. The Ménière Society provides support for people with dizziness and balance disorders. Louise Banks is from the charity, has suffered from vertigo for the past 3 years. Hello, Louise.
Hello there.
When you saw this, when you heard about it, what did you think?
It did look like typical vertigo, the way he fell to the floor, the way he was moving around. I mean, we were very impressed that he continued to go on, because it was quite clearly disturbing to watch.
Yeah, and it's great that people have got in touch with you and it's brought the issue to the fore.
Yeah.
So tell us about vertigo. Tell us about your experiences with vertigo. What causes it and what happens?
There's many different causes of vertigo. Now, mine in particular is caused by a condition called Ménière's disease. It's a very rare condition and incredibly debilitating. Vertigo, often people think you get it if you climb up a ladder or if you're on the top of a tall building. In fact, it's actually defined by the sensation of either spinning or of the room around you spinning or of you falling. I can describe it similar to that if you're on a roundabout spinning very, very fast and you stop, and that feeling that you are continuing to spin is very much what we as Ménière's sufferers experience, and it can make you sick. It can make you feel really, really quite very, very, very poorly, and there's not a lot that can be done.
When does it hit? What happens to bring it on?
There's various triggers in different people. The weather changing, the air pressure changing can bring it on. Certain diets, high salt, they say, can help trigger it. Stress is one of the key triggers. But because it's quite an unpredictable illness, it's very difficult to preempt when it's going to happen, which is why it's so disabling. There's no way of knowing when it's going to happen, and it will come out of the blue and hit you, as we saw it did with Jason.
And would it happen if you were on top of a tall building looking over the edge?
It can do.
I can't do that.
Yeah. There are visual triggers as well. So things like patterned carpets, looking up high, even just moving your head quickly can bring on a debilitating episode of vertigo, which can last from minutes to many hours to even days, and is really very life-changing.
Thank you very much indeed, Louise. There's Louise Banks from the Ménière charity talking about vertigo. 8:20.